It all started in the ninth grade when an extremely anxious introvert with perpetual failures with conversation, teamwork, and stifling insecurities decided, hey, why not join the debate club so I can develop my persuasive and conversational skills? Since then, I have been propelled through an exhilarating landscape of opportunities which I have taken advantage of to learn. That is, to engage in a process to change my knowledge, behavior, and attitudes. However, much to my annoyance and eventual benefit, our club didn't have much structure when it came to teaching the new generations. We'd probably just attend one workshop for the year and then be left largely to our own devices until we had a match. This was new to me, as years in the education system have conditioned me to the traditional learning environment. The traditional pedagogy refers to instruction delivered from a teacher to students, characterized by conventional lecture styles and memorization-based learning. It is rooted in behaviorism, as teachers demonstrate to students how to respond to a stimuli. Behaviorism states that our behaviors are learned through conditioned environmental interaction and stimuli response. Then, when the pandemic hit, there were substantially more tournaments online for me to participate in. So, I competed in tournaments and a few workshops. Here, I was immersed in the act of debating rather than the theory. I naively went to matches, mostly equipped with my basic persuasive skills from language class, but through my own experiences, I was able to develop this into my own style. This is much like constructivism, learning through an active application process. This learning theory places importance on the learner's active participation in building their own understanding instead of passively receiving and memorizing information. Learners should reflect on their experiences in order to develop, update, and expand their schemas. Constructivism, that is focused primarily on practical experiences, can be referred to as experiential learning, which I believe more closely relates to my journey. Experiential learning is a constructivist approach which emphasizes learning by doing. In the year I spent in the club with little active rules or practice, as to be expected, my skills did not improve. But this changed in 2020 when I began engaging consistently in competitions. David A. Kolb, an American educational theorist who focused on experiential learning among other theories, described experiential learning as the process whereby knowledge is created through the transformation of experience. Knowledge results from the combinations of grasping and transforming the experience, says Kolb. Kolb's learning cycle is comprised of 4 components. Firstly, concrete experience. This involves the learner participating in the hands-on activity. For me, I gained concrete experience in every single match which I participated in, whether that was for competition or for practice. Next, reflective observation. This involves self-reflection and reflection on external feedback. After each match, I would receive feedback from judges and my coaches, which I would write down for later. Then after that tournament, I would compile all my feedback into a Word document and take out my most common critiques. I would also note what I liked about other teams or debaters that I observed. Third is abstract conceptualization. This involves forming connections between the new experience and the previous ones and unique perception of concepts. I would find actionable solutions for my common critiques, which sometimes were inspired by other debaters. Next is active experimentation. This is where unique perceptions and connections made can be experimented upon. I would take these strategies to be implemented in my next match, and then the cycle continues. Learning is a dynamic and integrative process. As such, it is difficult to isolate one type in my overall experience. As such, learning in and of itself to fulfill or achieve one's potential is known as the humanistic approach. This was present in the beginning, illustrated by my innate or intrinsic motivation to debate in order to develop my confidence and public speaking skills. I wasn't just debating for the sake of it, and it wasn't a part of any curriculum or anything that I was forced to do. Rather, it was one piece of a complex and still incomplete puzzle of who I am.